That's right, Kabuto becomes a sick fucker. He absorbs Orochimaru's remains after Sasuke brutally murders him. And apparently that's it. That's the last story of the campaign. That's Kabuto and his he gets a red robe later. He doesn't actually start out like that. Chirobu, blah blah blah, all the people that had no bearing on this game because this was the most streamlined version of Naruto I think I've ever seen in my life. Even Wikipedia goes into more detail. But that's okay. A-Y, I think he's just A in Japanese. That's good. At least they show you some of the artwork. So, what do I have to say about this game? I have to say that I like the fact that they combine both versions of Naruto, but at the same time, the fact that every fight is just a generic kind of thrown together fight, like you could have recreated it in a free battle, kind of, it just takes all the purpose out of it. It makes it just feel, there's no free roam. You know, it's just fight after fight. It feels like, oh, I could have just done this in free battle and gotten the same result, and then throw in the cutscenes. Where in Storm 2, in addition to a somewhat half-assed free roam with side quests and everything, they had really amazing boss fights. Like, literally, they were really good. Like, the story fights in that game were amazing. All the other fights were boring, but those fights made the game for me. There were like 9 of them. They were incredible. They had cutscenes, they had quick time events, they had better graphics, they were everything. Those are what really made the game for me. And even though the same fights from that story are still in this game, they're just generic fights. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? If you rehash 90% of Storm 2, why didn't you bring back those fights, at least as the main story fights, and leave in the quick time events? So that's the biggest disappointment in the story mode. I think that in addition to bringing back those fights, they should have also brought back and made some of the other more important fights that weren't in Storm 2 story fights like that, and maybe built upon the concept a little more. But ultimately, I think they kind of just fell short of that mark entirely. So, oh well. It's a crying shame, but these games don't exactly, they don't get the highest rep, which I think is kind of sad, because some of them are really good. But oh no, let's all just play fucking Call of Duty and Battlefield. Fuck story. Who needs story when we have guns? Who needs any kind of character development and plot twists when we could just shoot everything? Alright, well, it's a good thing the story is ending now because I'm actually running out of time. But sucks, because this game could have been amazing, but I can't really say it's any better than its last game. To me, the whole Storm franchise has been one big blowover, but I like Broken Bond the best, still. Oh yes, the cleanup. We had to thank the janitors for this one. Who knows what would have happened if the empty soda bottles started to pile up. We might have literally drowned in our own filth. Oh, emo Sasuke. Nice close-up. Looks like, what was that dude's model of the atomic model? I forget. Rutherford. Madara's story, which had absolutely nothing to do with Madara. What? Killer Bee's story? Huh? What? A secret story? Well, very good that they tell me what the final secret story is, so... I actually thought, you know, it would be a surprise. Oh well. Oops. Killer Bee gets a story. Come on, tell me this won't run another 4 minutes. Actually, wait, no, I can go 14, my bad. But still... Yep, Danzo was in his arm full of Sharingans that aren't his. Oh shit, it's done. Captor. I have no idea what the fuck that has to do with Madara's story. Maybe he's holding the tail beast captive. I don't know. Oh, Yabuto Yakushi, Snake Cape. The tail of Killer Bee. Big surprise there. The tale of Madara Uchiha complete. Even it had nothing to do with him. Alright, so the final tale left to be told is that of Killer Bee, so we could do that after the break.